Hey guys, and welcome to World War II Solitaire board game channel. So this is gonna be a little bit of a special review for D-Day Dice Pocket, and it's gonna be special in two ways. The first, this is gonna be a review from a solitaire perspective, since I do only solo games. And second, I am mainly gonna look at this game as a component for D-Day Dice second edition. Like I said in my previous videos, I am trying to show off all of the games from D-Day Dice second edition. It's because there's so many expansions, there's promos, and then we have games that we can kind of mix with D-Day Dice second edition to add to the confusion. So anyway, D-Day Dice Pocket is not an expansion for D-Day Dice second edition. D-Day Dice Pocket is a game of its own. It is a very fun game, it's a very light game, and it's a very portable game. Basically, I would call it D-Day Dice Light. Because you're still storming beaches, you're recruiting specialists, you have a bunch of different specialists, it's fun and quick. So the reason why I want to talk about D-Day Dice Pocket with you guys today is because we have one thing in D-Day Dice Pocket which we can integrate with D-Day Dice second edition. So with D-Day Dice Pocket, we get all of these dice, and we can actually take the gray dice and integrate them with D-Day Dice second edition. And that is because in this little game, we get the MGF Machine Gun Fire Dice D-Day Dice Mini Expansion. And that means we can use these gray dice to roll for machine gun fire, which you would ordinarily you would use a D6, but if you have the MGF Dice Expansion, the D-Day Dice Pocket game, you can use the gray dice from this game instead of the D6. So basically, I'm going to read for you loud, and I'm going to show you this card a little bit better, because these are basically the rules for integrating this game with D-Day Dice second edition. At the start of the game, all players should agree on the use. Okay, so you're not going to agree because you're playing alone, so you're going to choose to use this. Anyway, when you use it, it lasts for the entire game. Instead of rolling a d6 for each machine gun fire symbol in the current sector, roll a machine gun fire die, then lose the number of resources indicated. If you do not have the resources to lose, you must lose 6 soldiers. So it's a little bit unclear here, because the only thing that it shows is the wrench, which has lose 1 item point, and then we have a skull, which has lose 6 soldiers. I am guessing that if you get for example, a medal, that you're gonna lose 1 courage, but I'm not entirely sure. I've tried looking it up on the internet and I can't find the answer, but I'm guessing that's the way it's gonna work. Also, when when playing D-Day Dice second edition, if you roll a 6 on certain maps, that's going to mean special damage. For example, I believe on Omaha Beach, if you roll a 6 with the D6 on machine gun fire, you're going to have to lose a specialist. But with this one, the skull is going to count as a 6, so that's if you roll a skull. So they got you covered there. And then you have some special rules with this. For example, machine gun fire dice cannot be rolled with regular D6 when rolling for machine gun fire. Machine gun fire dice are not affected by anything that affects red, white, blue, or black dice. Machine gun fire dice are affected by anything that affects the result of machine gun fire or the result of a normal D6, like binoculars. This section doesn't matter because Atlantic Wall, you're going to play with another player. The German player has to decide whether to use it. It doesn't matter because basically this is not going to be able to integrate playing Atlantic Wall solo. You don't need it for that. If you need to determine the value of a specific machine gun fire die result, use this guide, and then you have the D6 numbers with the different symbols. Optionally, machine gun fire dice can also be used to roll for landmine damage. So that's the thing that you will get in D-Day Dice Pocket, which can integrate with D-Day Dice second edition. I've used it in a couple of games, and I think it's a cool little expansion. Is it something that I think you need? No. The only way I would say that you would need this is if you're a really hardcore fan. I mean, it's just because I own it, it has been fun using, but it hasn't, affected my games in any way whatsoever. So it's a fun little addition, just, that you can use to, mix up the game further. But really, if you're not a hardcore fan, if D-Day Dice 2nd Edition isn't the best game you ever played, your favorite game ever played, I don't think this is something that you need to find and buy just for the MG Machine Gun Fire Dice. Anyway, if you're interested in D-Day Dice Pocket, I have several playthrough videos of this game. I think it's quite a good game. It's a very light game, and it does fit in your pocket. You have this little nice bag that you get with it, and with the expansion it's even better. There's just to make things confusing, there is a promo for D-Day Dice 2nd Edition, which also features a small promo card that comes that you will use with D-Day Dice Pocket Solitaire. Anyway, guys, that's D-Day Dice Pocket, the Machine Gun Fire Dice mini expansion for D-Day Dice 2nd Edition. I feel like I've said D-Day Dice a few too many times. Okay, guys, take care. Please do subscribe to my channel. See you next time.